Can you raise your hands up? All of you? Great. So can I request you to kindly stand up in your places? All the beautiful ladies, young ladies, who look so pretty in their saris. Give yourselves a warm round of applause to the graduating class at the Sacred Hearts Girls High School. So what I would like you to do is, let's do a few affirmations. Are you ready? Okay, let's say this together. Number 1, I am the best.
I am the best.
I will succeed.
I will succeed.
Today belongs to me.
Today belongs to me.
I will change the world to something beautiful.
I will change the world to something beautiful.
And everything lies in my hands, which I am grateful for today. Everything lies in my hands, which I am grateful for today. I would like you to look at each other, shake their hands, and congratulate each other, because today in this beautiful institute you have made a difference. Congratulations. Please be seated. When I was in your place, decades back, this day was very important for me, because on this day I made a decision that no matter what career I choose in my life, I will ensure that I do at least 50% to help someone and to do something good for the community. Today we have a business spanning 20 countries, but we spend 50% of our time doing something good for the community. And that is where I would like to see you all as well. You have the privilege of graduating from a great institute. Don't you all agree? Yes. And you need to keep your institute proud of yourself and your contribution. And years later, I want to see you all back on this very stage, showing your institute that you have made a difference. How many of you are with me on this? How many want to come back to your own institute and show them that you have made a difference in your life, holding the name proud? This is amazing. Congratulations. Well, I have a short presentation for you, and can you read out this title with me?
The Road to Success.
The Road to Success. So I hope we understand that it's really clear that success just does not happen overnight. You need to work towards it, right? Great. Can I have the clicker? Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to, in the next few minutes, I'm going to share a few tips on what you can do in your daily life. Are you all preparing for your board exams?
Yes, ma'am.
No?
Yes, ma'am.
So while you prepare for your exams, I am going to share with you a few secrets of what you can do in your life and help you with certain shortcuts for you to achieve success. I'm just trying to get this on, but while that happens, if I can ask you, how many of you know what you want to do with your life? What do you want to be in your life? Raise your hands up. Not bad, not bad. How many of you are open to new careers, new professions, new jobs, and exciting life ahead? How many of you are open to new jobs in the future? Excellent. So what we're going to do is a set? Okay. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to talk about a success story success story of some of the big names in the industry around the world and to show you what have they done, what are the few secrets that they do in life that can make a big difference. Are you all ready to listen?
Yes, ma'am.
And all I can tell you is if you incorporate this into your lives in one form or the other, you will automatically see a lot of results. So these are some of the big names. Can you recognize any of them? Narendra Modi. Who else? Trump. Very good. Anyone else? Now let me share a secret. All of these people featured on the screen have something in common. Do you know what they are?
Prime Minister.
Can you see the screen properly? Yes. So all of them have a few habits that they incorporate in their lives and they have made it, they have owned it. So every day they follow these habits which make a difference. Have you heard of Stephen Covey? No one? Well, as you grow through your career, his name will resonate a lot in your lives. So keep listening to what he has to say because you will learn a few management skills that will help you in your studies, in your personal life and in your work. And today for the next few minutes, I would like to just share a brief gist on what are his secrets that people usually share, which is taught in Harvard and a lot of MBA institutions at the same time. Next. Well, so first of all, he talks about private victory. So what is private victory? Independence, it is about you. It is all about you. What makes you different from the lot? How can you be successful? And the first one he talks about is being proactive. I really liked when I asked you a question and most of you raised your hands up. And my dear friends, that is the first sign of success. Life always has a lot of opportunities, that come your way. But if you do not stand up and grab those opportunities, then what happens? It moves on and they might never come back. Coming to habit one, can I ask you, tomorrow if you had a company here, for example Nokia, coming to your institute for recruitment, how many of you would apply for that job? How many of you would apply for a job at Nokia if they had come here for campus placements? Can you please stand up? Quickly. Give them a big round of applause. Rule number one, when there is an opportunity, yes, grab it. Please be seated. And I would like all of you to follow that because we live in a competitive world. And when you are going out, study harder, get better grades, all this will lead to success. We go to habit number 2. Start with the end in mind. So, what does this say? It says, begin with the end in mind. Start with the end outcome and work backwards to make your dreams possible. Sometimes when we are open and directionless, we are neither here nor there. And then what happens? It is others who dictate our goals. So try to read more, try to meet a lot of people, try to find out who are the people that you feel would be a great example for you, and learn their habits. And try to meet and network with these people so that you are open to different avenues of thinking. We go to the next one, which is habit number 3. Put first things first. So do you know what are priorities? What is your priority right now? Anyone? Sorry, what is your priority? Studies, exactly. Why? Your exams are coming up, right? Yes. So are you all prepared?
Yes.
Wonderful. So once you have, try to have a table in your desk or in one of your notebooks, and try to put this down, which is urgent, not urgent, important and not important. So let me ask you a question. Trying to do something in terms of your talent, would that be a priority for you right now? Would a talent be a priority? So where would it come? Which? Not urgent. Exactly. So this is what you need to do for your simple tasks. And when you do this, you will automatically know what to focus on. And being focused is really important. Habit number 4 onwards is all about public victory, interdependence, relationship building. How can you all work together? So think win-win. Why is thinking win-win important? Why is it important to think that I just don't need to be the winner? You need to be the winner too, and together we can be winners. Isn't that the right mindset? Why is that important? In life, when you're looking at larger goals, it is important to work together as a team. United we, divided we fall. So we need to stay united. And how do we stay united? By doing things together, working together. Habit number 5. Seek first to understand, then be understood. Do we all practice this in our lives? Yeah, how many of you are good listeners here? Raise your hands up. How many of you are good listeners? Wonderful. Wonderful. If an institute like Sacred Hearts can raise you into being good listeners, that is a big sign of success. It says, can we read this together? Before you act, listen. Before you react, think. Before you spend, earn. Before you criticize, wait. Before you pray, forgive. Before you quit, try. And why is it important? Because it gives you sufficient time to introspect. How many of you spend time in meditation? 5 minutes, 10 minutes? Please stand up. Do you meditate every day? Amazing. Let's give her a big round of applause. You know, meditating is so important because it helps you align in life to see the bigger picture and to do things that you want to do. So let's practice meditation as often as we can. The 6th habit is synergize. Can we talk about what is synergies? What is synergies? You are good at something, I am good at something else. Why don't we work together? Similar to a win-win situation, right? Yes. How many of you believe in working together as a team? That's really nice. That's really nice because when you go out into the world and you try to do something for the community, it is always important to work together as a team. And finally, a great habit which we need to inculcate in our daily lives. What does it read? Sharpen the saw. And what does sharpen the saw mean? Does it really mean the saw? No. It says sharpen your skills. And how do you sharpen your skills? Working hard, reading, practice, discussing things with people. How many of you spend time investing that time in yourselves, sharpening your swords? Excellent. Can you all stand up? None of you read? How many of you read the newspapers? Please stand up. Yes. I want to see all of you sharpening your swords daily. Amazing. Give yourselves a round of applause. Please be seated. Well, I would like to share a small story with you. Are you ready to listen? Yes. So while I sat in your place around, I think 20 years back, I was of a dilemma. What should I do? My mother wanted me to be a lawyer. She said, you know, you're good at speaking, you can really fight for justice. My dad wanted me to handle his business. He's got a large business empire. And he said, do an MBA and handle my business. But I just wanted to do one thing in my life. I just wanted to help people. But I wanted to help people professionally and empower them, which I felt was really missing, especially in India. And my concentration, I always wanted to help the young generation, because I felt that if you all receive the confidence and the skills and the motivation to succeed in life, tomorrow when you step out from your institute, you can do anything. And that is where I felt I had the power. So I did my communications, because that is what I prayed and that is where God led me. And today I'm, supporting businesses in 20 countries, also supporting the Karnataka government, the tourism ministry on a lot of projects. We did an initiative with the ex-servicemen of Karnataka recently and many more. And I would like to request you all for one thing. Today you are here, but as you leave this hall, you will all definitely succeed, because I can see that in you. But remember to stay humble. Remember to pray. Remember that when you're sitting in that chair in the topmost position and earning that top salary, you have a responsibility. And your responsibility is to empower the generations that follow you. On this special day, I wish you all success in all facets of your life, personal and professional. And I am really grateful that an institute like Sacred Hearts has nurtured you all to become leaders of the future. God bless you all in all that you do. And I leave you with this slide saying, I have the power to create change. Can you all repeat that with me? I have the power to create change. I will succeed today. Can you all stand and say that? Let's start. I have the power to create change. I will succeed today. Congratulations. Thank you.